Causes of unemployment: rapid technological change, business cycle or recessions, seasonal factors, individual perceptions and willingness to work, discrimination in the workplace based on race, color, religion, ethnicity, age, and class. Effects of unemployment on children in healthcare. As unemployment rises, more children are likely to experience a break in coverage that affects their health care. A study in 2006 showed that children whose parents lost or changed jobs were 2 times more likely to lose healthcare coverage as children of parents with steady jobs. Unemployment. It's an epidemic that's affecting millions of people a year. On September 5th, the big news was the jump in unemployment rate to a frightening 6.1% in August of 2008, up from a 5.7% in July. This sharp increase underscores labor market deterioration for all groups and across all industries in August, with a total loss of 84,000 jobs in just one single month. The unemployment rate now stands at its highest since 2003, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. All groups struggle in this labor market, but the current decline affects minorities in particular. For all groups except Hispanics and African Americans, the rise in the unemployment rate is the sharpest since 2002, when the fallout of the last recession came to an end. For Hispanics, though, the increase in the unemployment over the past 12 months is the highest since the 12-month period that ended in September of 1991. And for African Americans, the increase in unemployment rate over the past year was the fastest since the 12-month period that ended January 1983. In 2003, U.S. employers slashed jobs for the 3rd straight month in March, and unemployment rose to a nearly 3-year high, offering the latest signs that the economy had fallen into a recession. They show that 80,000 jobs were lost in 1 month. A new report also pegged job losses in January and February at 76,000 each month. In 2005, rates of long-term unemployment varied from 10% or less in Canada, Korea, Mexico, New Zealand, and Norway to 50% or more in the Czech Republic, Germany, Greece, Italy, Poland, and the Slovak Republic. Lower rates of long-term unemployment are generally found in countries that have enjoyed relatively high rates of economic growth in recent years. There appears to be a two-way causal relationship here. On one hand, jobs are easier to find in a fast-growing economy, and on the other, economies may grow faster by making unemployment an unattractive proposition. After reading Independence Journal, I have this to say. A number of persons who worked part-time for economic reasons at 4.9 million in last March was little changed over the month, but has risen by 629,000 over the last 12 months. This category includes persons who indicate that they're working part-time because their hours had been cut back or because they're unable to find full-time jobs. Now, here's a little bit of analysis. First, the Labor Department lets on that there was recently 1.4 million who are marginally attached to the workforce. About 1.4 million people, and this is not seasonally adjusted, were marginally attached to the labor force in March. They wanted and were available for work and looked for a job sometime in the prior 12 months. They were not counted as unemployed because they had not searched for work in the 4 weeks preceding the survey that the Bureau of Labor had commenced. Can you believe this? Also, among the marginally attached, there were 401,000 discouraged workers in March that were told not to take the survey. The other 951,000 persons classified as marginally attached to the labor force cited reasons such as school attendance or family responsibilities. So hand me a calculator. So we add the admitted 7.815 million unemployed and the 1.4 million marginally attached that didn't bother to count as unemployed, and we get 9.215 million, which on a workforce of 153.784 million pencils out to under 6% unemployed rate. But it gets even worse because if you add the unadjusted, or let's say the underemployed, like PhDs flipping burgers, you get an unemployment of 15.3%. And that's with a war going on to keep the to keep the economy on life support.